John D, being a search and rescue dog, already understands scent. He can do cold case forensic work. He can use a drop of blood and recreate crime scenes. He can find a missing child. John D and I were called to the river one day because of a drowning, and they needed help finding where the victim was located. When we got to the river, a woman walked up and asked if she could pet my dog while I was unloading my gear, and I said, sure. She bent down and I noticed she was talking to him and patting him. When I told her we have to leave, it's time to go work, she walked off, said thank you. We got on the boat and we worked that day for a number of hours up and down the river until we pinpointed an exact spot. We knew at that point we could put divers down and try to bring up the victim. When you get back to shore, you can't really tell the family anything because sometimes it's not who you're looking for. But this time, John D got to the shore and he jumps off the boat and he pulls me behind him and he runs straight to this same woman. When he gets to her, he just leans against her. She bent down and was hugging him. When she looked up at me, she had tears in her eyes. And she says, when you first got here, I whispered in John D's ear, you are my hope. Please bring my child back to me. Please go find my baby. I know he's telling me he's found my son. Then just a few minutes later, we got word that they had brought her son up, exactly where John D had pinpointed him. For a dog, scent is like flashing neon light. What they can do is beyond what technology can do. We can't invent a dog, so we have a CAT scan and we have PET scans. We need a dog scan.
When I was diagnosed with papillary thyroid cancer, we had to wait 3.5 weeks before we even knew. During that time, it's just gut-wrenching because you don't know, do you have cancer, do you not have cancer?
John D is working with the Cancer Institute with UAMS to try to detect cancer cells to better help the patients and their families in detecting cancer faster.
The first day we did the research, John D was the first dog in. We gave him the scent. We hid one sample that was hot in a big room, and we hid a lot of samples that were not. And with everybody watching, turn him loose in the room, he went straight to a sample and he plopped down. I said, John D, show me again. He picks his paw and he puts it right on top of the sample. He has the biggest grin on his face. And the person who is the research director said, your dog is correct. You have found the malignant sample. He's doing 2 kinds of search and 2 kinds of rescue. John D brings hope. And I guess that's what a hero is.
I think John D is a hero because he will be able to help future families who have to go through the same thing that I did.
I have worked with John D on land, on water. I've seen what he does with the Cancer Research Institute, and for any canine to be able to do all of this above is astronomical.
I've got a hero on the end of a leash. He hasn't let me down yet.